Hello everybody, welcome back to On the Bright Side. My name is Daniel, and I am watching FRIEREN. Last time we got to see Fern, and by extension her team, be pretty successful in fighting off Werebel and his team. Fern was the MVP, of course, because she's our daughter. Werebel's team did actually manage to find a burb, so it looks like we're going to be seeing them again. Meanwhile, FRIEREN's team has been attacked by Denken's team. They're basically trying to stall us until the test is over. We'll see how well that works out for them, but I feel like we're going to have a pretty crazy fight this time around. I am very excited for this episode. I mean, at the end of the last episode, you saw how frustrated I was that it ended, so I've been waiting, and I know it's going to be good. So if you guys are excited for more FRIEREN, then you should do yourself a favor and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single FRIEREN reaction going forward. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go! Backstory. Oh, right! We also learned about her. Hello. That was a long time ago, huh? Right. So this man was all like, let me create a... That's crazy. That should be illegal. Illegal move. Let's see what you got. I have faith in our girls, though. I think FRIEREN might agree. Oh, they trained Flam, huh? Did she choose one? I theorized a lot last episode about what she might choose, but that's the most FRIEREN answer, actually, thinking about it. Flam is so proud. I think she's very good. She fucking did! You didn't. I like that. Yeah. Denken, you're all right. Meanwhile, ice is happening. Didn't work very well. And you look out of breath. It's just doing nothing. Is that so? Animation! I was excited for animation. Can we not turn the ice into water? I did talk about how each of them kind of have a staff, but this guy doesn't. So maybe he's like an entirely different school of magic. You want us to stay down? Alright, we're gonna do some blood bending? Fuck you. Oh, about what? Ooh. Meanwhile, this is happening. Yeah, how's he doing? It's gotta not be easy. Yeah. I want to see you try. Tornado? Fire tornado. All right. It's looks like something out of Fire Force. Very impressive looking. But is it effective? Huh? Who? Oh man, that fire looks really cool. That's nothing. Castlevania? It'll literally just translate to catastrophe. Yeah, I like, did we really think we were doing something here? Why don't you believe? She's the best around. It's like this guy knew that she helped defeat the Demon King and was all like, I'll have to put you in a position where you will tell me then. Maybe not a great suggestion. Oh, she's right there! It's a trap! Gotcha! You tried. This guy's all like, God fucking damn it. Yeah, what is he in it for? Oh, does he actually want to go north? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. That's why we want to go. Or that's why we want to become first-class mages, so. They got it. I think FRIEREN, yeah. Yeah, she's confident. Oh, she's been analyzing the barrier. Oh, shit. Is she gonna take down the barrier? And then there will be so much water. Alright, let's see what's happening. Girls just gotta hold out. Watch this. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, ye of little faith. Holy shit, what is happening? Oh my god. What a light show. Not just the name. Yeah, hi. That's too interesting. Now she's got the ability to do some shit. Also, this is just gonna mean that all the birds are gonna fly away, so anyone who hasn't caught one is kind of screwed right now. Oh, is that so? The water is everywhere. God, don't kill him! Jesus. Ah! My god! That's a lot of water. That kind of volume of water hitting you would hurt really bad, if not kill you. Break some bones, at the very least. It's like dropping a whole swimming pool of water onto someone. Like... I like Denken too. Maybe it's... Good job. I want to see them continue, but... What? Of course. I like that guy. I know. I won, didn't I? I am curious. That's gonna be a constant plot point. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh god. Can we have that? No, of course not. It's not what you want to see. Yeah, we're kind of out of mana right now. Okay. I'm just gonna punch each other. All right. Okay. Who are you? I feel like we didn't see those three at all. It looked like they took down an entire team. 18 individuals. Sounds like a real bracket, if you ask me. Or 16, the usual bracket number. I guess it usually is 16. 8. Oh my god, Stark! Oh my god! Sorry. Just talking about brackets. That's rough, buddy.
And,
oh my god. That's all we're getting of him. Everyone's so sad that Stark isn't involved in this arc. I love how it's just like, I follow my own rules now. Good for you, Stark. Alright, everyone. That was FRIEREN. I have a feeling that we are gonna get to some pretty crazy fights. I mean, I don't know. I want, in my heart of hearts, for the next challenge to just be like, alright, we're having a tournament arc. Let's do it. But it's probably not going to be just, like, fight each other and see who's the best. I just can't get enough of this mage combat. It's so fun. We got to see some pretty impressive displays of magic. Denken had a whole fire tornado. Kanne's giant water ball. I mean, coolest looking of them all was FRIEREN taking down that barrier. She's so cool. She's just, that was really cool visually. Just watching that barrier get broken down. Really fun effects on it. It was weirdly like, it looked like electronic a bit, you know? Which, some of the magic just kind of looks like that. Like, the defensive magic, it's just a bunch of hexes, and that kind of feels like weirdly futuristic. I think I first heard this from, okay, this is going to be a deep cut, but I think I first heard this in the Iron Man Armored Adventures cartoon, which is a CGI Iron Man cartoon in which Tony Stark is a teenager. And there's one episode where he, like, goes up against Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom does some crazy shit, and it just looks like magic to everyone. Everyone's just like, what kind of magic is this? And Tony's all like, it's not magic. It's just science that we haven't figured out yet. And that's kind of what the vibe that the magic in this show gives. It's just a science. So, well, I think that line is in Iron Man Armored Adventures. It is also in the first Thor movie. Jane says it. But more importantly, it's just an Arthur C. Clarke quote. The guy who wrote 2001: A Space Odyssey said, magic is just science that we don't understand yet. So it's not a unique thing to Marvel, but I guess Marvel's rolled with it. Magic and science have always been kind of intertwined. You gotta know the formulas. And not everyone has the brain to understand it. You know, Kanne, we saw, she has the brain to understand water at a crazy degree to where she's able to control individual drops of rain. I said bloodbending, and like, Kanne really was on some Katara shit this episode. It was great. There are certain scenarios in which you don't want to go up against Kanne. Like when it's raining. If she could control individual raindrops, it's possible that maybe she could control the water in a human body. I do understand that that's like way hard to visualize, but maybe someday. Maybe someday she'll be like an absolute terror. I mean, she already is now, and she's like a teenager. So Richter kind of broke through my talk last episode about how, you know, every mage has like a wand or a staff. He just does it with his bare hands. Is it like a preference thing? Is it based on who teaches you? Has FRIEREN ever casted a spell with her bare hands? I don't remember, but it's possible that she could do it. Maybe it's because of the type of magic that he uses requires him to be in contact with the earth. He just, any sort of like wand or staff would get in his way. Whereas with FRIEREN and most other people, it's like having something to physically like control things helps with visualization. I mean, they talked a lot about how magic is just a bunch of visualization in this. Having a staff, like with Lawine, for example, she has a staff and she imagines all the ice kind of like, she does that and she imagines the ice flies that way, and it does. I guess it's not the first time that we saw magic cast without a conduit, because Werebell last episode just did it with his eyes, right? He has a spell that, like, when he looks at someone, they freeze. Yeah, Denken was really outmatched. I was just like, was there any doubt? It's kind of like why I don't think that there's going to be a tournament arc or anything. Like, there's not just going to be individual fights, because there's no way that FRIEREN ever loses any fight. It's going to have to be something different that actually makes us wonder, is FRIEREN going to lose? At least that's what they should do. They should make it something that, like, I don't know. Because FRIEREN, as far as, like, overpowered main characters go, is pretty excellently done, because a lot of her story is not really about gaining power to beat anyone, because she already did that. She already beat the Demon King. So all of her stuff is now being, like, I describe this anime to people as, like, so it's like a new game plus of, like, an RPG or a D&D adventure or something, where you're just going on post-game side quests, tying up loose ends. So you're never really, like, it doesn't bother you that much that FRIEREN is just, like, there's no way she's gonna lose, because for one, it's cathartic to watch her just crush everything that gave her trouble in the past. And it's cathartic much in the same way that, like, once you beat a video game, then you go back to, like, the early game areas, and you're all like, oh man, I just crush everything. That's how strong I am. And the second reason why it's not that much of that big of a deal is because, again, the main quest is over. There's no one left to really prove ourselves to. But in an arc like this, where it's kind of a competition, and I don't expect FRIEREN to lose, it would be boring if she just won without any tension. That's basically like every show. In most shonens, you know the outcome is going to be somewhat favorable for a main character. Like, when you go into Hunter x Hunter, you're not expecting, like, Gon to not become a hunter, right? That would be lame if just, like, the first arc in the show was like, oh, you lost the hunter exam, take it again next year. We know that she's not gonna not become a first class mage, but I'm interested to see, like, how they build the tension. And how Hunter x Hunter did it is it introduced a lot of characters that we had to, like, protect and make sure that they pass as well, that are not our main characters. And it had a lot of interesting challenges that actually seem to pose legitimate roadblocks. So I'm really hoping that FRIEREN actually does come up against some roadblocks. Fern, I'm sure, will. Honestly, Fern doesn't need to become a first-class mage. Like, we only need one, right, to travel with. I would like it if Fern also did, but I have no idea. She's probably the one. Thinking about it, she's probably the one that's going to face more of the challenge. But I'm interested to see what. Because I feel like this challenge was just, like, kind of getting to know all these characters. Next challenge is we're gonna start seeing how there's, like, interplay with all these characters. You know, I don't expect Ubel to continue to be an ally or anything. Also, just Denken just deciding, we're just gonna fight with our fists. What a fucking dude. What a fucking bro. Speaking of bros, we saw Stark there at the end. I get the sense that Stark is, like, the fan favorite, because he's funny and just, like, very relatable, you know? Although I will say, I went to Katsucon a couple weeks ago, and I saw some FRIEREN cosplays. There was a fair amount, actually, but they were mostly FRIEREN, and some Starks. Not a lot of Ferns, and I didn't see anyone else from FRIEREN. Oh, wait, no, I did see some Hemale, actually. I actually saw a couple times, like, some couples cosplays where one was Hemale and one was FRIEREN, and I'm like, that's pretty great. But yeah, those four characters are everyone's favorite. If you ask me who my favorite character is, don't ask me that. Don't ask me that. I like them all. they're also good. I could go on and on about this show, and I'm sure there are some of you out there that are all like, no, please, go on. But as the one who has to edit these videos, I don't like hearing myself talk that much. So I hope you can understand. I'm ending the discussion there, but please feel free to leave a comment to continue the discussion. Let me hear your thoughts on this episode, and if you liked my reaction to this episode, you can let me know by leaving a like. You can also subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, so you don't miss that next FRIEREN reaction. We're going into phase 2, baby! Anyway, I hope that I can make your day better, and I hope that you continue to have good days. Until next time, take it easy, everyone.